guys. We're getting a concrete floor.
Yeah, you put the snow blowers back in the floor.
I've got to go clean up some concrete off the road. Truck pulled up the hill instead of backing up the hill, and the load shifted and he dumped concrete all the way down the hill. Well, the concrete floors are going in. Got themselves a hoist set up here where they can let it down into the foundation or onto the floor. They've already put the first troweling on it. Do this without falling.
On top. I ain't getting your leg. Sit on top. Okay? I ain't getting no damn light. Alright? You see why you don't make this job easy?
Why?
Look at it. Look at that contraction I have to make.
I see that. We got the egress done as well.
They try to give everybody the same job. Good.
Well, I tell you, I used to do that. I used to do what you're doing. And so, I know that's not an easy job.
Yeah, I can tell you need something about it, for sure.
We've got the egress now all done. You can see there's a lip there, so the water doesn't run back in. And we've got our stairs complete with where it's going over. I actually put a section right in there where I'm going to put a stub wall eventually. Leftover concrete. And I'll be back to see when it's finished. Well, we have ourselves a floor. I had the team come in today to do it. And for the most part, what I'm seeing is good. Now let's go find out just how good it is. Really, let's see if I can. I think I can walk on this. Got ourselves a concrete floor. Some of my concern, I'm going to have to check with the 8-foot level. See how this turned out. You can always tell, in some cases about how they do the perimeter. You can see here it's nice and smooth. And that's always a concern when someone's doing concrete work. They just kind of get it close and don't really spend the time on that part. But this looks pretty good on the edges. Some of my concerns are right here in the doorway. This looks a little rough in spots, as far as up and down. Broom sweep isn't the cleanest out here. It's a little rough. Anyway, I'll grab my level and find out what it's like, and I'll come back and I'll talk a little bit about it. There's an issue with being a perfectionist. You're never happy unless you do the job yourself. I took this piece off, tried to blend it in the best I could with some parging mix, some sand, and a little bit of sand and concrete, cement mix, Portland, and tried to make this look a little better. I'll tell you, it's not 100%, but it is my back egress. It is so hard to find, people that'll do top-notch job. I mean, for the most part, it's not bad. I come in with the 8-foot level, and the big issue is right where the wall is going. It's got a hump in the wall, where the footers were. It's probably got a 1/4 of an inch or more hump in it. That's the issue I do not like when they're not using screeds. We used to put wood screeds in and then use a screed across this way. If you're not doing that and you're just using they snap lines on the perimeter of the walls, and from there they just were basically, they had a couple grade stakes in here and they were using longer screeds, aluminum screeds. But you can go this way, but you got to turn and go this way as well to make sure that you don't have an up and down going this way, because as you come across, you can get that wavy aspect to it. And I know the bull float is supposed to take some of that out, but anyway, it is what it is. We've got the floor in, I can build on it, but I don't know whether you can see this. Sit down across it, it's pretty hard to see. When I look down across, it's not too bad, but there are some humps in it. Maybe I'm, like I said, being a little bit too picky, but when I do concrete, I do it just like I'm building. I want it flat. And when I do my perimeters, I do the same thing. And here's a case in point. You come out here, and they had left my thing across the doorway and didn't finish it. There was a big hole in there. So anyway, I got it the best I could under the circumstances. Hopefully it'll bleach out to blend everything. But anyway, live and learn. It is what it is now. The old adage goes, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. I just didn't have the time or the equipment to do it. I wanted to get building. So anyway, appreciate you joining me for the cement floor day. There was one other thing that I did want to point out before I got to putting the second coat of tar on the walls. That's what I come out here to do, and I've spent this basically an hour trying to fix that doorway, make it look like something. When the second truck came in here, he came up this hill, instead of doing what everybody else was doing, backing up the hill. There's a turnabout down there. Instead of backing up the hill, he tried to drive up here, stop, and back in. And when he got up here, he got scared because the truck started going backwards on him because of the weight, because it was a full load. And he dumped concrete from the top of my driveway clear down to my neighbor's lawn. He was just dropping globs of concrete. And I come out here just to check on things because I was working today. Just on my in my off time between classes, I came out just to check on things, and there were just globs of concrete all along here on the main road. And so I grabbed a shovel and I started throwing it down in here. They had dropped down here. The first truck had started, and I told the guys, I said, do not let them back in off the road at that point. Have them come up higher and back in around, because that's a soft corner. Well, didn't that first truck, I was here when it happened. I just was parked down the street, and I saw what he was doing, and I come running. But he had started backing in right around here, and he started sinking. Well, you start sinking, you go down in that hole, it's all over. So I took all that concrete and I filled about a foot deep here. That's, the best part of a yard of concrete that I cleaned up from down there all the way up to here. And so these are the types of things that just make you go, really? Are you serious? I don't understand. I really don't understand people and what's going on. I don't want to speak ill of people, but sometimes you just wonder, what are you thinking? So anyway, here I am. I've got stuff. And so basically running around, it's been over an hour just running around cleaning things up to make them look like something. So I'm going to get some tar out, put the second coat on. You've watched that video. That was my last video. I think it's 282. Or no, maybe coming up, 283. But I'm going to put a second coat on here, start on this corner and get as far as I can tonight and try to get it done tomorrow morning. Because I got my guy, he's going to bring in some number 3 rock and see if we can't fill in from this corner around to there, because I don't think those walls are going anywhere based upon the octagon construction. They're fairly solid, so I figured we could at least backfill, be able to work in around here. We carefully do that. So anyway, that's my rantings for today. If you would, please like and subscribe. I will hopefully be getting, well, like I said, be doing a little bit of backfilling first, along with putting on the plates. I'm going to set up some scaffolding inside on the new concrete, put down some blocks and stuff to keep it protected. But I'm going to set up and see if I can get my scaffolding up so I can start laying out the plating here. And then the next thing is going to be put the interior walls down below for support. So lots more to come. We're just beginning on the construction. So as always, appreciate you joining me. Till next time, you have a great day.